Hey, morning show fans! Welcome to Tori Talks TV. I'm Tori.
And I'm Dr. S.
In this video, we'll be talking about the morning show, Season 2, Episode 4, which is called Kill the Fatted Calf. That sounds terrible.
It does sound very sacrificial.
Yeah, right? You know, I have to say, I really enjoyed the cameo from Foo Fighters.
Oh, yeah.
Do you love the Foo Fighters?
I didn't know that they were going to be friends.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It's like, hey,
I
Dave.
love the Foo Fighters.
Yes. It's a nice little welcome back party for Alex.
Yes.
Which was very exciting. And then Bradley has to go off to a meeting. Mm-hmm. We find out she's totally doing it with Laura.
They're in some type of relationship.
Some type. You know, she's making me nervous, Bradley, because she is telling Laura a lot.
Oh, that made me super nervous too.
A lot of behind the scenes stuff. She should know.
Isn't she a journalist? You're not supposed to tell them things until you have some agreement. You're tight. They're not in a relationship officially that we know of.
It makes me question Bradley. I mean, is she really that naive?
Her judgment, yes.
Or is she... Then I went the opposite way and I said, oh, this is a tactic. This is all part of a master plan that she has. But I don't think she thinks that far ahead.
I don't think so either.
I don't know. That made me really nervous. She was talking about how when Cory was made CEO and her suspension was lifted and how... Okay, when she talks about how they used to be friends, her and Cory, I did not realize that that was the nature of their relationship. I thought it was business. Again, contributing to her naivety. But it seems like he's buddy-buddy with her too.
He also feels a closeness. I don't know. Like, I a little bit think he has some type of romantic feelings towards her.
I do too.
We did see him see her dancing to Foo Fighters, and it kind of seemed sexual to me.
Yeah.
I got the vibe. I don't know if that was the first time I noticed that vibe. Are they just putting that in now? Was that always there? He always more felt she was like a protege.
Yeah.
And then now they started talking about their friendship.
Yeah.
But then it was definitely a sexualized,
I saw that
thing, right?
I did see that. Yeah, I think it was just this season that's becoming more apparent. Yes. So Laura tells Bradley that they're thinking of replacing him and that she needs to reconcile with him. And she does. She goes to talk to him. And then that's when I really see what we're talking about. That he has.
I thought he was going to kiss her.
Yeah. There's some tension there. Yes. And he tries to tell her, don't assume the worst of me. And basically saying he's always on her side. Yes. I don't know if I trust him.
I know. I do believe that he has a fondness for her. He always has. But at the end of the day, he's totally business, right?
Yeah.
That's what they all care about. All of them.
He was super totally business in season 1. Yes. Like, there was nothing getting through. But now I do feel some kind of a
None of them are trustworthy, though. They're all career hungry.
I know,
That's what makes this show a little, I don't know, dark in a way that I don't love anyone. I'm not loyal to anybody right now because they're all in it for themselves.
Yes, which is a very different way to feel about a show. Usually you find that one character that you're rooting for. And it's not that I'm rooting for or against anybody. I'm just watching this all play out. Yes. So Laura also encourages Bradley to define her sexuality and open up about it. But even though when she opened about her sexuality, she got fired. So she says that she's repressed. Bradley throws a vase.
That was very tantrumy.
That's what I'm saying. Are we supposed to see this immature side that I was saying, like her being...
Are they rewriting Bradley? That's what I was thinking.
It
because
sure looks like
last season, she was strong. She was feminist. I did notice that we never had any talk of her in romantic relationships last season. There was no sexual tension between anyone. So the fact that she is now, well, she says mostly straight, no, that's not okay. You don't know.
Yeah, I feel like she's a completely different character. Like, she was almost groomed by UBA to be, like, shouldn't have an accent or anything like the Southern accent. She just seems she seems different. And I don't know if I like it very much because she was very strong. Right. And it seemed like first season, Bradley would say, I'm bi or whatever.
And she would be proud of it and not try to hide it.
Well, she almost told Stella, too, but she ended up saying, I'm a conservative Southern girl.
Or come from a conservative. Yes.
But Southern background.
That's out of character.
It is. It's kind of strange and unsettling.
Who would she not want to be out to? Her mom and her brother, who who she's better than them.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to hide anything from them.
That is kind of strange where her character is going. But she just seems like her head's in the clouds right now.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about Mitch. Let's kind of shift gears here. And him coaching Paola in Italy. And I do see a friendship forming, and it seems really organic and natural. But then she kisses him on the cheek, and he says, "Don't do that."
Yes.
Kind of aggressively.
I think he is so... I don't know what the word is. He feels guilt for sure, because he's called Fred out on not feeling guilty. Mm-hmm. But I think he's so hesitant to do anything with anyone. Yep. Because he doesn't know how it's going to be construed. I don't know.
I felt the same way.
Yeah. I don't feel sorry for him.
Right.
I don't know what the word is, though, for what he's experiencing. That he's like, don't touch me.
Like, don't even go there. Yeah. And then we find out that the professor that she is interviewing for this documentary, which he's coaching her on, gets coronavirus. Yes. So they have to quarantine. And she said, hey, why don't we quarantine together? So what's going to happen there?
That's going to be interesting. So we suspected that the COVID thing was going to take place in Italy. And so I wonder how far they're going to take this. And is Fred still there?
It doesn't seem like left, right? Fred is there. No. Yeah, and while Mitch is in Italy, Paige calls him and warns him about this smear campaign, the story they want to run against Hannah. Yes. And then he calls Cory to tell him about it. And this just reeks of Fred, obviously, right? Totally. So Cory and Mitch, that's a little awkward, that exchange. Yeah.
So I know Mitch is trying to be a better person.
Yeah.
And try to stop this story, which is,
commendable.
I guess... I'm trying to figure out how they're going to make me feel about him, because I'm always very suspicious of how you're going to make me feel for a character again who I totally hate.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think he's basically doing the best that he can, right? Yeah. Given what he did, and he has become aware of the consequences, Hannah dying, right?
Yes.
Killing herself.
Right.
And so what else do I want from him?
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, what do you want?
That's such a good question, I think, to ask, like, when somebody... Do I want him to go to jail? Do I want him to die? I don't know. I don't know what restores it for me. What's the restorative thing that he could do?
That's true.
I don't know.
I don't know. All right, back in New York, Daniel, let's talk about him. And so he goes to talk to Nia because he really wants to be a moderator for the DNC, right? And he says, Nia, you have to vouch for me with Stella. And that goes an awkward way. Why was Daniel going off script and singing We're Coming to America by Neil Diamond?
I don't know. I think,
what did he want to get out of that?
I wasn't 100% certain. I think he was just fed up with the fact that he's been working so hard, and now they're saying he's not going to get a serious job.
He doesn't have a star
quality. Right. So he's 9:00 a.m. show, and that's the best he's ever gonna do. And so I think he was kind of doing this like performing for Whitey thing, like probably not the most well thought out thing. And then Nia calls him out on the whole like Bojangles thing.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting what's the turn that the show's taking, because last season was all about the sexual harassment, the women, and now it's going to be more of like a race and sexuality thing. And so I'm interested to see how it plays out. And I mean, if Bradley said she was a lesbian, that would be kind of using her sexuality to get this job too. So that is also complicated. I wasn't sure if I wanted her to say it or not say it, or how I feel about her whole thing.
Yeah.
It's very odd. The show, as of now, there's a very strange transition happening to, I don't know, it's just not very smooth for me.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I feel that as well. And, you know, Stella, it's interesting that we're seeing more of these behind the scenes players, actors coming to the forefront. And Stella really made some good points about her being hired, and, you know, she's of Asian descent, and she says that she can do the same thing that a white person does, but because she's doing it, it's different.
Right. So it's more like she's like a token.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so now you can say that you're diverse, but you're not actually letting me speak my voice. So there's a tipping point in her, right? Like she's trying to maybe do things that she actually wants to do, because they're so far not letting her do anything. She's doing a great job. She convinced an adamant Alex that to be a moderator. Yeah. She convinced her. And she was like hardcore no. Yes. So was that speaking from herself? Like that was Stella talking? because the people who want Alex to do it, that's Cory, but he doesn't want it from the feminist perspective,
right?
Does he? He just wants it maybe from
he
the
needs
ratings perspective.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stella seems like she wants it from the feminist perspective,
right?
So I think that's her.
And just to like
she's just breaking out, and because Alex has done it, maybe that's going to be like a team or partnership situation.
Everybody's got a motive, you know?
Yeah.
A reason for doing this stuff. Oh my gosh, can you believe Yanko? That whole storyline? He has to apologize for saying that the groundhog was a spirit animal. I was laughing at first, and then I realized I didn't know spirit animal was a Native American. I
don't think I knew that either.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
I mean, but he kind of half apologizes because he says he might have offended. So Stella wasn't very satisfied with that. I don't really know how to feel about that. That's interesting. A lot of people just have to learn from this stuff, I guess.
I guess so. I don't think I knew about the spirit animal thing either. And then him having to apologize. Okay, I get it. Now that you know, you should apologize.
If you know better, do better.
And say, I wasn't aware that I was appropriating Native American culture. Say it. But then, yeah, the way he threw in the might, it revealed that he didn't really want to be apologizing. So
wasn't sincere.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
To Yanko.
I don't know.
Yanko.
I know, I kind of like him too. He's like natural eyeliner.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Gosh,
it's so,
pretty.
It's mesmerizing.
Beautiful, yeah. Okay, and then last I want to talk about Chip, because Chip is just not feeling the love from anybody there. He basically... I mean, kind of Alex tells him they didn't want you here anyway. And I feel like he's just sinking lower and lower into insecurity, you know? And I don't know if I should feel bad for him either, because I'm kind of wondering why they're recycling this character at this point. He seemed like he was doing well.
Yeah, he was having
Let him stay there.
He should have stayed.
I think that he's feeling like maybe he made a mistake, but I could take him or leave him at this point.
There's nothing he seems empty inside.
Yeah, not a lot of substance to him.
Guy.
Oh, man. We're just adding to that. All right, let us know what you thought of this episode of The Morning Show by commenting below, please and thank you. And then like and subscribe. We will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.